It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. And coming right up, we'll see this home squad playing against the Washington Wizards. Well, for Washington, now these are the games that challenge you. They'll have their work cut out for them, but they believe they can come away with a win. Fellas, it seems like so much goes into being successful at the professional level. I want to ask a more general question. What was the key to your success as a player and as a champion?
You know what? Most people would say you would start at the top, but I'll start where it began. Wilmot Benjamin, Tom Donahue, coaches who've helped me at my AAU, early stages out, then going to the late, great Jack Curran in high school. Those were the ones. And honestly, there's no bigger than family. My brother Vince and my dad were the ones who really got me there.
Well, you got to have great teammates. You know, I'm the first one to say, yeah, I have 4 championships, but one of my favorite teammates, Big Shot Bob, he saved me so many times. Another one of my favorite teammates, B. Shaw, he saved me. Rick Fox, he saved me. So you got to have great teammates, great organizations. You know, they allow you to focus on what you do and what you do best, as long as family and friends and all that. And Ernie, I remember when you interviewed me when I was 18 years old.
I remember that. Now, I had just started at Turner, went to San Antonio, and did a feature on Big Shaq.
Wow, that's incredible.
It was.
Yeah.
I haven't changed at all, have I?
No, you still look beautiful.
I had more hair back
Good genes or good docs?
He's got good doctors.
Let's get to Kevin Harlan. Kev.
And you've got it on 2K Sports for Wednesday night action in the NBA. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Well, for the Wizards, they come into tonight's game after the loss to Philadelphia.
Throughout the first half, even into the third quarter, they had the game totally under control. But man, they just fell apart, collapsed in the fourth quarter. They should not have lost this game.
You know, I really think that they thought the game was over. And oftentimes, as soon as you start to look ahead, you lose that momentum, and then you can't recover. And that seemed to be the case in that one.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards. They've got Gortat. Blair is out there with Porter. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Here's Caboclo. He's covered by Westbrook, and that basket is in from Caboclo.
He's got so much junk in his trunk, he'll find a way to hurt you.
Well, nobody really knew, Greg, what to make of Washington going into last year's playoffs. They came out strong with a big sweep against a pretty good Raptors team.
Yeah, how about taking them down 4 straight? And it was the first time a team has swept an opponent without home court advantage since 2011. Also was the first sweep for the Wizards in franchise history.
And Washington has possession. Villar with the rebound. Well, it was Vancouver winning their last game against Dallas.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. And that has to make you feel good as a group.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Shot by Caboclo, no good. On defense, Vancouver, it's a 3-point game. And out of bounds as Vancouver gains possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
For Vancouver, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Bottoms the pass to Caboclo. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. And count it from 19 feet away. Caboclo's got his second basket of the game.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
It's Westbrook with the drive. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
You know, huge height advantage there. but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
And the shot is good. Bottoms got 5 points so far.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Westbrook with a wide open look. Washington gets it back. A second chance effort. Misses that one. He's made one and missed two this game so far. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. A nice shot by Caboclo.
They've got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
It's been a complete technical dominant performance out here. They are in a zone.
So it's the Wizards now. They trail by 7. Blair dishes to Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. They get it back. Here's Gortat, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And he's got his first free throw of the game. That free throw good from Gortat. And for Marcin Gortat, he was such a good fit for the Wizards last season. Actually, the last 2 seasons.
You know, he runs the floor very well for his size. A terrific finisher, solid in the pick and roll, can make the mid-range. You know, he's been one of the more consistent centers in our league.
Puts up the baby hook, and he gets it to go.
Really good example there of some fine interior passing before that basket.
Here's Caboclo. He's covered by Westbrook. And there's Vancouver with another bucket.
You know, getting back to Gortat, he signed that 5-year, $60 million contract a couple of years back. Raised some eyebrows at the time because he's not a supreme athlete, but his size, effort, and refined skill set have made him worth it so far.
And talking about Gortat, I like what he can do for you defensively. Doesn't really have a vertical, but uses his length and timing to alter shots. And he moves his feet well enough to close out on shooters and also cover the pick and roll. So solid and complete in terms of a frontline player.
A lot of ferocious dunkers in the NBA, but what could you say about Westbrook as maybe the top dunker right now on that list?
Well, the ferocity, the tenacity. I mean, he's almost angry when he takes it to the basket the way he does. I think that's part of what makes him so special.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
And you know, with Westbrook, it fits right in with how he plays. I mean, he is relentless when he goes at the rim and takes out any contact he felt on the way to get there.
Daniel Orton, he's checked in for Vancouver. They swipe it. In transition, here comes Vancouver. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. With a break in the action, let's now bring up the 2K leaderboard and look at the league's top scorers over the past 10 games. Take a look at Bottoms, among the league leaders, 4th in scoring.
Kevin, you know, the season is 82 games long, and anything can happen. But I tell you what, if he keeps scoring like this, the rest of the season is going to look very good for his ball club.
And Vancouver with the possession here, following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Here's Caboclo. 11 points for him in that last game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And one last note, guys, about Westbrook. He dunks on purpose. I mean, last season he said that he dunks so hard to discourage any defender from blocking his shot or even contesting him.
And so it's Washington with it. After Vancouver picking up a basket just moments ago. Shot clock at 6. And another miss by Washington.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Here's Caboclo. He's covered by Westbrook. Pass to Bottoms. Puts it up from 17. Misses off the right iron.
High quality shot. Just a little off there with the release.
And Greg, that has him S-H-H-Y, shaking his head. Tough miss that time. They're really struggling defensively, giving up too many easy buckets.
A great point. Really an embarrassing performance defensively, and the coaching staff can't be happy.
Westbrook kicks to Blair. Launches a three. There's the bucket. Good. He's got 7.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for them.
Vancouver leading by 7. Jawai, he's covered by Westbrook. They set the pick. Off the pick. That's good on the jump shot.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And Vancouver with the possession here, following the basket by Russell Westbrook. 5 to shoot. Beal pulls it in.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
For the finish. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
And Vancouver with the possession here. 3-point lead. From about 19 feet, pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
Well, if you like offense, that's what you're getting here early on.
This has a little bit of playground feel to it, fellas. I mean, forget about defending. Just outscore the other team. Let it fly.
He kicks it to Dudley. Here's Porter, and he converts the layup. Porter's got his second bucket.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. It's Vancouver. They're up by 3. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And a chance to hear from Bradley Beal. He came from a football family in St. Louis, but said his mother...
She definitely put the ball in my hand. She's the one who taught me my form. I followed through.
Maybe some other NBA players should be practicing with Bradley Beal's mom, because she has definitely honed something special into him.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, but I'm not sure some of the more delicate NBA egos could handle her trash talking them when she beats them in a game of horse. Bradley's not only got a special J, but he's got a pretty good disposition too.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And when you consider how Vancouver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
You know, it's been about how solid they've been offensively here, really tuned in with one another.
Good ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Taking a look at the Wizards. Russell Westbrook out there with Bradley Beal. Then there's Jared Dudley. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's Collison in at the center. They're running. Here's Moss, moving it up. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And Vancouver leads by 3. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Vancouver.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
A nice bounce back year for Harrison Barnes, Clark, in year 3. Moved into the starting lineup last year and really responded.
Yeah, he did. I think he benefited from the new system. He was miscast as an isolation scorer, but when he can spot up for threes and catch the ball on the move, that's his game.
So both teams making some changes here.
I tell you what, Harrison Barnes, very athletic. He certainly passes the eye test. And with his size, he can punish smaller wings and create mismatches. And then also he can play some small ball power forward at times as well with the way they like to space the floor.
Vancouver working the ball around now. Unloads from 13. That's good on the jump shot. Silk's got his second bucket of the night. Wizards trail by 5.
And you talk about Harrison Barnes overall. He had a nice uptick in his rebounding last year, and that was a goal of his. He wanted to get his activity level up. And oftentimes the difference between being good and great is just making those small incremental improvements in different facets of your game.
Here's Bottoms. The pass to Silk. And there's Vancouver with another bucket.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Westbrook drives in.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Caboclo, he's checked in for Chris Copeland. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Gary Neal's checked in for Russell Westbrook. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. In transition, here comes Vancouver. Here's Caboclo. He's got 10. Just 5 on the clock. And there's Vancouver with another bucket.
Boy, the fast break has really been good to him here, and they're clicking in transition.
Yeah, 3 of their last 5 scores have come from fast break opportunities. They have made the most of their chances.
Now here's Barnes. Not a lot of room. Can't get it to go. To the middle. Silk passes to Bottoms.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Vancouver shooting their second and third free throws tonight. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Feeds it to Barnes. Rob. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
What an incredible run they're on right now. Offense as well as I've ever seen it played.
Every single guy on their team with the absolute Midas magic touch, shooting the lights out here.
Vancouver making a switch here. Papanikolaou's checked in. For Vancouver, they have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game.
You know, they've changed their game here in the second, getting a little bit more physical, playing with some toughness now.
And I'm looking for them to increase that lead if they can keep getting to the free throw line. And he clearly doesn't like what's going on out there right now.
Would you? I mean, how could he like what's happening? Really had to take a time out there and try to figure out a way to derail their momentum.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in this second quarter of play. Out left to the wing. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Here's Caboclo. He's got 15. Shot on the wing. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Back to Barnes. Out of bounds. Wizards ball as Washington keeps possession.
Looking here at some numbers for Silk. Really been a key contributor over the past month. Averaging about 18 points per, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. Solid numbers, the kind of production we expect. And frankly, I think he's got another level to take it to.
Yeah, he definitely has the skill set to put up even bigger numbers. It wouldn't be a surprise to see that in the coming days.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Wizards trail by 9. Knocked away. And out of bounds as Vancouver gains possession.
Taking a look back over the last month, let's see how Washington stacked up in the NBA rankings. 7th in rebounding, 11th in steals. And they're in the top half of the league when it comes to limiting opponents' offense as well.
And they've been strong in the rebounding department, up in the top 10, and it's just not one guy. Really, it's been about the entire group collectively.
Black's checked in for Vancouver. Udo comes in for Silk. Vancouver making a switch here. Jawai's checked in.
Jawai. That's his first personal foul.
Here's Neal. Last game he had 10 points. Down low. And Blair kicks to Porter. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here's Bottoms. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Bottoms got 4 this quarter.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
And that one's good by Porter.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
Here's Bottoms. He had 28 points in the win against Dallas.
And they were just struggling to stop him. They sent him to the line over and over, and the free throws were a big part of the game.
Wizards trail by 11. And there's the feed to Neal. The dish to Porter. They get a hand on it. 2 on none. No one back to stop this.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Wide open. Vancouver pulls it in.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Here's Jawai. That one rolling around and rims out. Wizards have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. 13 points in the game. Now a timeout called by Vancouver.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
Tries from 16. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
An open jump shot there, and their D not putting up any resistance today.
And Westbrook, here we go. Beal gets a wide open look, and he's off on his first shot of the game.
Yeah, and listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Here's Jawai, and there's Vancouver with another bucket. Wizards trail by 15. Westbrook kicks to Beal. Outside Westbrook. In transition, here comes Vancouver.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal, and then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Jawai, the pass to Orton. Jawai, he's covered by Westbrook. Clock at 6. Here's Jawai. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. He's got 12.
Clearly, they've been the hotter team here in the first half.
Well, they've been grit and grind, working for those high percentage shots, and quite honestly, it's paid off for them.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Vancouver leads by 19. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. And that's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to get on.
And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade. They're looking amped up and ready to get going once again. They've got Silk, and it's Bottoms in at the 2 guard. That's the group starting the second half for Flip Saunders.
And who could forget the tear that Westbrook went on last season? I mean, after the All-Star break, it was just triple-double after triple-double for him.
Wizards trail by 18. Kicks it to Blair. Baseline try, and it's out of bounds to the Wizards as Washington retains possession. Here is Blair, looking for his first basket still in this one. That shot wide open.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Here's Caboclo. He's covered by Westbrook. Passes it to Hines. Pulls up on the elbow. And there's Vancouver with another bucket.
They're spraying them home from mid-range today, guys.
Finding the gaps in the defense and really just slicing and dicing them right now.
Pulls it from the elbow. Porter, no luck.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
At the top of the key, Westbrook. And it's Westbrook again missing. Vancouver leading by 18. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. He's feeling it. A nice shot by Caboclo. Caboclo's got 19 points.
Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far. They set the pick. Washington with the rebound. Porter's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Outside Westbrook. At the elbow, Gortat. Here's Porter. Villar with the rebound. For Vancouver, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Here's Caboclo. He's covered by Westbrook. The shot. And that one misses from Caboclo. Wizards trail by 18. It's stolen. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Here's Hines. That's tipped. In transition, here come the Wizards. Porter's running. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
That's his first personal foul.
Barnes is checked in for Washington. Washington shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. Otto Porter, hailing from a family of basketball players. His mom, All-State in '85. His 3 uncles won state titles. Deep basketball roots.
And how about the fact several of his cousins also won state championships, although Otto is the only one in the family to reach the NBA.
Here's the 3. And it's good. He's made 2 for every one he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest.
He's really stepped it up this quarter. Looks like he's determined to get them out of this hole all by himself.
Out to the wing. Baseline try. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. And that's 12 points for Silk.
You know, getting back to Otto Porter's basketball family, it really prepped him to compete. Your family is the first place you learn to navigate and win battles in competition. And that goes for sports and life.
Blacks checked in for Vancouver. Outside Westbrook. Barnes sets a screen for Westbrook. From downtown. Porter kicks to Barnes. Good on the three-point shot. Barnes has got himself on the board with 3 there.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
And talking about Porter, he certainly has worked hard to improve upon his weaknesses. That's a trait that's often instilled in a man at a young age. And he's not an explosive athlete, but his motor and want to compensate for that.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Up again. Slams it home for the putback.
They've gotten some good second chances here in the second half, and that kind of extra effort will go a long way into cutting into this deficit.
Stolen by Westbrook. And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court.
Major league big boy throwdown right there.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
Yeah, maybe that'll give them a little bit of that swagger that they seem to have lost.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Off his foot. And they're saying he kicked the ball. Wizards making a switch here. Now a timeout called by Vancouver.
And they need a timeout, Kevin. They haven't been boxing out like they need to, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
Vancouver making a switch here. Pass to Silk. And he jams it with authority.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Wizards trail by 14. Westbrook kicks to Beal. Launches it. No good.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one. No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
Westbrook dishes to Porter. Back to Westbrook. Softly drops in the floater. Westbrook's got 16 points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
You have got to be kidding me. I mean, that's a point guard playing like a power forward.
And he can do a little bit of everything out there.
Yeah, he torches defenders in all kinds of ways. When he's on the floor, he's a matchup headache.
Here's Beal. And too long on the shot. Vancouver leading by 16. Barnes. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Vancouver.
From mid-range, it's been a very nice game for them. I mean, they've been finding the bottom of the net a lot.
Couple that with just how well they've shot it from beyond, and they've made this thing look easy.
Jared Dudley's checked in for the Wizards. 1:37 left here in the third quarter. Jawai, he's covered by Westbrook. Just 4 to shoot. Stolen by Westbrook. And here we go. Washington fast break, and it's blocked. One-on-one here. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Got a piece of it. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
In the mid-range. Rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
It sure is, Greg. It might be the strongest aspect of their offense here.
Shooting at a high percentage. All teams aim to do that. Let's see the league's best.
Just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket. You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
To the right side. Orton passes to Silk. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Oh, they are putting the hammer down. A huge lead right now.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense. I mean, it's all been good.
Udo's checked in for Daniel Orton. For Vancouver, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. Wizards trail by 20 to the paint. It's picked off. That's tipped. Jawai, the pass to Silk. Three-pointer. Good. He's now got 10 of 10 from the field.
Well, I tell you what, when you get this kind of effort and efficiency from him, they're a really hard team to beat.
There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Westbrook kicks to Beal. They can't stop the run with that one.
He's been an absolute non-factor. 0 factor this game. Just a horrible performance from him.
Here's Huffman. And again, it's Vancouver with a 3.
This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
Washington's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Westbrook up top. He's got 16. Takes it from 10. Barnes can't get it to go.
Yeah, the offense seems completely in disarray.
Exactly. But at the other end, it's one bucket after the other. This run is getting out of hand right now.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Vancouver has gone 6 of 7 from long range tonight. They've been on fire from way outside. Taking a look at the Wizards. Jared Dudley out there with Nick Collison. Then it's Gary Neal. Then there's Ramon Sessions. And it's Barnes, and it's small forward. And here we go, the Wizards fast break. And out of bounds as Vancouver gains possession.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
Just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field. Here's Copeland. Here's Hines. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
But they recover it. They get the rebound. And Neal kicks to Barnes. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him.
Even double team. He had the vision to see the open man.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Here's the screen. Here's Moss. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Yeah, perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that particular matchup, but showed the excellent ability to get off that shot despite the disadvantage in size.
Here's Copeland, just 5 to shoot. Vancouver needs to get off a shot here. Pulls up from the corner, and there's Vancouver with another bucket. Washington calls timeout.
That was a good time to call the timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
Vancouver making a switch here. Orton's checked in, and a change for the Wizards. DeJuan Blair, he's checked in for Harrison Barnes. Neal dishes to Dudley. The 19-footer is on the money.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on him.
Here's Copeland. Pass to Papanikolaou. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Sessions, no good. For Vancouver, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Collison with the screen for Sessions. From deep, Neal. The shot's good. Sessions making the play.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Here's Copeland. There's the pass to Papanikolaou. Shoots it up. They get it back. And another shot, and he gets it to go. Papanikolaou's got 4 points this quarter.
You know, they're not totally dominating the glass, but they're definitely doing enough to keep this lead right where it is.
Yeah, but they've separated themselves, Clark, in a number of categories. Rebounds just being one of them. And a great job of taking advantage of the steal there to get those easy ones in transition.
You know, that's exactly how you draw it up, Greg, on the board. I mean, good defensive work, aggressive play in the open court. Those two things are hand in glove when they work together.
Washington's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. To the wing on the left, and Blair kicks to Dudley. Off target from outside. For Vancouver, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Here's Copeland. Passes it to Papanikolaou. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Horton. Stolen by Collison. Dudley the pass to Blair. Off with the layup.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Copeland. The three-pointer is right on target.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
And, Greg, I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them, and as long as they're falling, continue to take them.
Shoots it. Washington with the rebound. They can look forward to the Quicken Loans Arena after this game in a matchup against Cleveland. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. And the dunk by Blair.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop chop there with that one hand tomahawk slam?
Vancouver making a switch here. Jawai's checked in. Russell Westbrook in for the Wizards. Barnes is checked in for DeJuan Blair.
That's his second personal foul. Substitution for the Wizards. Harrison Barnes.
On defense, Vancouver, he got right to the cup using that screen. And that's now 18 points for Russell Westbrook. Jawai, he's covered by Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Papanikolaou. No luck, and it's Washington the other way. Outside Westbrook. Over in the corner, Barnes. Dishes to Neal. Fires the 3. And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here.
In for your Vancouver team, Efe Udoh. David Moss.
1:57 left in the fourth quarter. They grabbed their own miss and finished off by Collison.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the putback.
And Jay, strong work all around, and the rebound and the stuff both. Wow.
Yep, he stayed with it all the way and got his reward at the end.
6 to shoot. 17-foot shot on the way. That's short off the rim, and it's Washington's ball. It's been 8 unanswered points for him.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Vancouver.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. And we have watched this team all season long play with such tenacity, with the wins piling up on the year. This will make it now 61 total.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Silk. You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it.
Second chance shot, and he sinks the layup.
And that's just a little more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate a W.
Well, let the party start. The celebration begins, and they're going to let their guys hear it.
Here's Jawai, and count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run.
Jawai. Shooting 1.
And the free throw, no good.
Foul call. Jawai. That's his 3rd personal foul.
Westbrook dishes to Neal. So it's Vancouver picking up the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, Clark, by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave their fans plenty to scream and holler about. This place was rocking. It was on fire. And it only got louder as that lead got bigger.
And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. And now to our good friend Ernie Johnson, who is standing by in the studio.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's move on to our Jordan Player of the Game. He simply had a dominant third quarter, and it quickly became apparent he wanted to exert his control over the tempo of the game.
He was up to every single challenge he faced tonight. He was in such control of the ball game. His showcase of his skill set was awesome.
I thought this performance he needed to deliver, Ernie. He needed this game. You look at how he's been playing recently, and this was huge for him to come out and have a great night. You can really tell a lot about a player how they break out of a slump. He responded exactly the way he needed to.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.